Hello and welcome. Today, we're sharing a story about noise and the silence that waits beneath it. If life feels too fast, too heavy, or too crowded, this one is for you. Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Noise. Imagine a room filled with ticking clocks, hundreds of them, all ticking at different speeds. This is what the inside of Arthur's mind felt like every single day. Arthur was an architect in a massive city, successful on paper, exhausted in real life. He had the apartment, the view, the car, the constant notifications, and the constant pressure. One rainy Tuesday, he woke to 3 alarms and 50 unread emails. His chest tightened, that familiar feeling of anxiety, a worry about something uncertain. His apartment was cluttered with unopened mail, magazines, gadgets he never used. His life was full, but not fulfilled. On his drive to work, stuck behind a river of red brake lights, Arthur realized something powerful. He owned many things, but he did not own his time. Later that day, in a meeting filled with noise, pressure, and demands, Arthur collapsed. At the hospital, the doctor told him gently, "Your heart is fine. Your life is toxic. This is severe burnout. Emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion." Arthur whispered, "What do I do?" "Simplify," she said, "or you will break." Chapter 2. The Cabin. Arthur took a leave from work. He remembered a small wooden cabin his grandfather once owned, deep in the mountains. He packed too many bags, a sign of his old habits, and drove north. As the skyscrapers disappeared and pine trees replaced them, his shoulders finally relaxed. The cabin was simple: a bed, a chair, a table, a fireplace. No Wi-Fi, no TV, just silence. That first night, the silence was uncomfortable. Sometimes, when the outer noise disappears, the inner noise gets louder. Arthur felt it all. The thoughts he had ignored for years. He couldn't sleep. He didn't know how to just be, only how to do. Chapter 3. The Art of Subtraction. The next morning, Arthur met an old neighbor named Elias. Kind eyes, rough hands, peaceful energy. "You look like a man carrying the whole world," Elias said. "I don't know how to relax," Arthur admitted. Elias took him to his garden. Simple, quiet, beautiful. "Gardening," Elias said, pulling a weed, "is the art of subtraction. If you let everything grow, nothing thrives. To thrive means to grow well, to grow strong." Arthur understood. His life was a garden overgrown with responsibilities, objects, and noise. That afternoon, Arthur removed 2 full suitcases from the cabin. He kept only what was essential. With less clutter, the room felt bigger, and so did his mind. Chapter 4. The Digital Detox. Even without a signal, Arthur kept checking his phone. The habit was strong. Elias explained, "This is the fear of missing out. We consume information like junk food. It fills us, but it doesn't nourish us." Arthur put his phone in a drawer for 3 days. Day 1 was uncomfortable. Day 2 turned into observation. The light on the mountains, the sound of birds. Day 3 brought clarity. His mind felt like water settling after being shaken, calm and transparent. He rediscovered something rare: presence, being fully in the moment. Chapter 5. The Return. When it was time to return to the city, Arthur was afraid. Would the noise swallow him again? He asked Elias, "How do I keep this peace?" Elias gave him a small river stone. "Keep this in your pocket. Whenever life feels heavy, touch it and ask, 'Is this essential? Does this matter?'" Back in the city, Arthur saw his apartment differently. The clutter didn't look like success anymore. It looked like weight. He donated bags of things, canceled unnecessary subscriptions, and turned off phone notifications. At work, when his boss brought a pile of new projects, Arthur touched the stone and said calmly, "I can do 2 of these well. If I do all 5, the quality will suffer." His boss agreed. For the first time in years, Arthur left at 5 p.m. He walked to the park, sat on a bench, and simply existed. Chapter 6. The lesson. Arthur's life didn't become perfect because perfection isn't the goal. Peace is. He learned that a simple life is not about having less. It's about making room for what matters. Happiness often hides in the empty spaces, in a quiet morning, in a walk without a phone, in saying no so you can finally say yes to yourself. Final message. So today, take a look at your life, at your room, your phone, your schedule. Ask yourself, what can I subtract? What is heavy? What is essential? Like Elias said, to help the plant grow, you must cut away the dead leaves, simplify your life, and you won't lose anything. You will finally find yourself. Thank you for listening.